What's up, everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. You might think the off-season is a quiet time in sports, but you'd be wrong. It's actually when some of the biggest battles are fought. We're talking about a massive, high-stakes arms race, building, rebuilding, and spending insane amounts of money. So what really goes into building a modern sports behemoth? Let's get into it.
Okay, let's just start with a number, a huge one, £214 million. Yeah, you heard that right. That's what one club, just one club, Manchester United, has reportedly spent this summer. I mean, that's just a staggering amount of cash. It gives you a real sense of the kind of financial firepower we're talking about at the very top.
And this headline from The Telegraph just nails the big question, right? How can they afford this? We're always hearing about how funds are tight, financial fair play, all that stuff, so how is this even possible? Look, it's not just about buying success anymore. It's about buying the chance to even get in the ring. So the real question is, where is all this money coming from? And maybe more importantly, where is it all going?
All right, Section 1, the Great Transfer Frenzy. Now, the most obvious part of all this spending, the thing we all see in the headlines, is the battle for players. It's this wild, intense frenzy where all the top clubs are going head-to-head for the best talent on the planet.
And let me tell you, the transfer market is not a shopping list. It's a full-on battleground. It's almost never a simple, oh, we want that player, let's buy him. No way. Just look at this. Benjamin Šeško. Manchester United didn't just sign him, they had to fight off Newcastle to get him. At the same time, you've got Chelsea trying to snatch Garnacho away from United. You see? Every single move is connected. It's a domino effect, and it leads to these insane price tags, like the reported 150 million quid Liverpool might have to cough up for Alexander Isak. Wild.
So the big takeaway here is that this is so much more than just shopping. It really is like a massive game of chess, being played all across Europe. One club makes a move, and that forces another club to react. Think about it. You're not just making your own team better, you're also trying to stop your rivals from getting stronger. Every single deal sends these huge ripples across the entire market.
Okay, so we've talked players, but building a winning team, it's about so much more than just the flashy star signings. The really smart, giant clubs, they know that championships are built on foundations that go way, way deeper than just the transfer market. So let's do that. Let's look past those big, flashy transfer headlines. Because the real game plan, the secret sauce to building a true behemoth, is in the stuff that doesn't always make the news. This is where the real work gets done.
And here's a perfect example. Manchester United dropped a cool £50 million, not on a player, but on upgrading their training facility at Carrington. Their goal, to create a world-class environment. And the logic behind it is pretty simple, right? If you want to attract and keep elite talent, you need to give them elite world-class tools and facilities. This is a direct investment into performance, into the team's culture, and ultimately into long-term success.
And this idea, this investment in the foundations, it's happening everywhere. It's not just about fancy new buildings. It's about strategy. You see it in Formula One, with a team like Williams calling for a big philosophy change in how they even design their car. It's about people. Manchester United taking the time to honor a long-serving staff member like Kath Phipps, who is part of the soul of that club. And it's about the fans. Look at Bolton Wanderers building new fan zones. All of it, the buildings, the strategy, the people, it all comes together to create this one big ecosystem that's geared for success.
Of course, all this building and rebuilding, it's not just about money and concrete. It's a human story too. For every thrilling new player that comes in, there's often a really emotional goodbye. It's just this constant, perpetual changing of the guard.
And this slide shows you the two sides of that coin perfectly. On one side, you have an era ending. Son Heung-min, a true Tottenham legend, leaving for LAFC. And his old teammate, Harry Kane, writes this emotional tribute. It's a big moment. And then, on the other side, a new star is born. A Canadian teen, Victoria Mboko, just bursts onto the tennis scene, taking down Grand Slam champions. The headline says it all. Ellie Vicky. It's that beautiful, sometimes brutal cycle of sports, and we're watching it happen right in front of us. And you know what? This cycle of renewal, it's not just something that happens by accident. It's a deliberate strategy. The really smart clubs are always looking to the future. They're investing now to lock down that next generation of talent that's going to carry them for years to come. Here's the perfect case study. Arsenal signing their 18-year-old midfielder Ethan Nwaneri to a new long-term deal. Now, this isn't going to get the same kind of flashy headlines as a £100 million superstar signing, but for the club, this move is absolutely priceless. They're securing a massive talent for the future, just as he's about to make that jump to senior football.
So when you put it all together, you've got the blockbuster transfers, you've got the multi-million-pound facility upgrades, and you've got these long-term bets on young players. You start to see the whole picture, don't you? It's all part of one enormous, high-stakes gamble for glory.
And this chart, wow. This just shows you the insane scale of that gamble. We started this whole thing talking about Man United's £214 million spend. But then you look at their rivals, Liverpool, and they've reportedly gone even bigger. We're talking £300 million. This is a financial arms race, plain and simple.
So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? It's that all these different kinds of spending, the money for players, for facilities, for the next generation of stars, it's not separate. It's all part of one single unified strategy. It's one massive, calculated bet that this specific combination of investments is the one that's going to finally bring home the silverware.
And that leaves us with the billion-dollar question, doesn't it? Money can buy you incredible talent. It can build you world-class facilities. It can help you secure your future. But after all the money is spent and all the deals are done, does the team with the deepest pockets always come out on top? Well, the season's just around the corner, and I guess we're all about to find out.
What's up, everyone?